Morning guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. So it is time to do some TD price analysis for some of the major assets that we look at. So straight over to the charts. So starting off with the S&P, we actually got that green one we were talking about on the daily yesterday. And so now we've got a green 2 trading above a green 1, so that's a buy signal. So basically the signal to buy, if I zoom in, based on the TD, was when we traded above this level, so basically above 2,900. So yeah, and price currently sitting sitting at 2,920. So great trade on the daily S&P TD there. Yeah, we bounced off this green one, bounced off the 21 period moving average. So that was obviously a sign that we were going to have a bit of a bullish move. So again, I think we're going to be pretty much governed by the 618, which we're at now, and obviously the as you can see here, the 200-day moving average. So looks like we could be starting to form a sort of a head and shoulders here. It will obviously, if we turn down from here, it will be pretty clear head and shoulders. But obviously that's not, we don't have to turn down from here, so that's just, if that happens, that happens. MACD sort of stabilizing around this level now. Did look like it was gonna come down to bearish, but it may basically stay bullish. And then RSI turning back up again on the daily too. We'll just have a look at the 4 hour smaller time frame, see if we can see anything here. 9 roundabouts the low there, 9 roundabouts the high of there, and yeah, so we're coming up on a 4 hour 9. So yeah, this potentially could give us a bit of a move down, even maybe so far as this 0.5. So yeah, and then obviously the 0.5 is roughly coming in the area that we'd be expecting the head and shoulders to play out. So we could see here, if we are bearish, if we do bearish, our targets are probably firstly this 0.5, and if you break the 0.5, then definitely the 382. So that's what I'm looking at there. Right, over to oil. What is going on this crazy oil contract? Wait, this is it's a 4 hour, yeah, so the 4 hours. So yeah, so you can see we had the 4 hour 9 there a couple of days ago, and we haven't really managed to regain that level. Very closely hugging this 21 period on the 4 hour. Let's just have a look over to the daily, sorry. Yeah, so daily tries to reclaim the 50. Yeah, and it's basically being guided down by the 50 period moving average now. So yeah, RSI is okay, MACD is okay, starting to look like it may come down, but again, these are fully diverged and moving up on the daily. So this is still not a full show sign of weakness yet. And again, same as the stock market, actually, we're on a green 7 here. So if we do make a bit more of a push up to maybe around, well, maybe I don't know where to say, really, just a push up from here, or even holding around here, as long as we're above sort of this level here, we can get ourselves a daily 9. So that's definitely something to look out for on the TD there. Do we want to look at USO? Probably not. Right, over to gold. Gold had a really good move here, guys. I don't know if you guys were trading that. I was definitely trading this move. So yeah, so on the daily, we have regained the 21, and we've got the upward slant on both the 200 and the 50. RSI moving up, MACD coming back to bullish. Well, the rate of change is obviously bullish. So this is looking nothing else other than bullish. So that's great. We'll scoot down to the 4 hour here, see if we can see anything of note. Yeah, not much really. Just look like we're bull flagging this out. Looks like we were trying to trick, well, not trying to trick, sorry. Looks like we're basically going to get this bullish cross here for the 21 and the 50. So, and obviously 200 period still moving up as well, but 4 hour coming up a 9 as well. So maybe we'll get a bit of a retrace from here. Yeah, maybe down to around 1710 levels, and then see what happens at that level. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for in gold. what else did I want to look at the other day was Beyond Meat, because they had some allegedly good earnings. So yeah, they had a nice pop up. Let's look at this on the daily. Yeah, daily. So daily, yeah. We've obviously got this 21 moved over past the 50, but we've still got a downward slope on this 200 and this not so much on the 50 anymore, on the 200, but we have regained the 200 on the daily, which is important. So if it can sustain over here, it will obviously be great for price action. Look like we potentially got a bit of a double top in this RSI now, and well, MACD still looking okay, so that's not too bad. But yeah, potential double top and moving out of this bullish area, so that could signal some weakness. So we'll see what happens. I mean, you guys obviously heard of the saying, buy the rumor, sell the fact. So obviously people have been selling the rumor and buying the fact potentially in Beyond Meat, because it's a very heavily shorted stock. So maybe they covered after the earnings, so maybe they were expecting it worse and it didn't come in, so they covered. So yeah, that's that. We want to have a look at some of those other daily nines we were looking at. So I think there's one here on Apple when it loads up. Yeah, so daily 9 on Apple, daily 9 on Apple. Obviously everything's bullish in this chart, so you don't necessarily want to just be blindly selling it. And again, you can see we've got a green one now trading above that daily green 2. So if you're going to trade this, then the sequential way, you are looking for basically a close, a green 2 trading above this green 1, obviously trading above the 9, and then you're back in long trade, squeezing those shorts that took the short off the daily 9. RSI looking very, very constructive. MACD looking good, constructive too. The ATR, average true range, coming down as well, which is actually good. You want lower volatility then for the asset to move up. So yeah, that's all looking good. Right, Facebook. I wanted to look at Facebook as well. Where is it? Here it is, Facebook. So yeah, again, this is a similar price action. We had obviously the daily 9 on Facebook beforehand. We've got the 50 period moving up pretty fast, the 200 period, but obviously we're below those at the moment. And we have, yeah, so here you go. This is the textbook trade where we had the 2 basically trading above the 9, above the 1. So you would have taken a long trade about here, in which case you're currently on side. And then yeah, just playing this out, see how far we can go. You'd potentially have to have your stop under here, which should be the, well, yeah, we'd call it 199. So, and then you're playing this for another 9 candles upwards. Well, 9 candles from here upwards. So yeah, that's looking good. What was on my TDs of the day to look at? Yeah, soybeans. Let's see how soybeans reacted to its 9. Was it a weekly 9? Where was it? Is it weekly? It clearly wasn't monthly. So this we had this on the other day. So I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm not sure why we had this on now. I was pretty sure we had something interesting in it, in soybean futures. But yeah, not seeing at the moment. Well, obviously Rollins definitely had a daily 9 as well. We know that. We know that one just here. This one, yeah, again we've got a green 1. So we are basically for a sell on this asset. We are looking for basically trading below this sort of 41.30 level to take a sell. But again, it's in a bullish trend, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a trend reversal. We're looking for a trend reversal. That's sort of what we use this TD for. Yeah, so anything else you want to look at? Well, so anything yeah, CHWY. Let's have a look at CHWY. Yeah, CHWY looking pretty bearish here on the daily. We had this move down here. I was actually buying into this move down, not obviously for TD reasons, but I took it off, and basically I was buying this candle, and it went a bit offside, a bit further than I wanted it to, so I did take profits once I got back on side, so I'm out of that trade now. But I do think maybe waiting for the daily 9, and this will be a good buy, because I do think this is a I mean, this is just my fundamental views coming through. I shouldn't really do that, but yeah, technical wise, this is looking. I mean, you maybe want to try buy in a few days, 3 days, if we get a red 9. RSI coming down, MACD looking pretty bearish here. So yeah, but looking for buys, maybe around this 50 period, upward sloping 50 and 21, and upward sloping 200. Remember, so I mean, whilst this bearish, whilst this is all bearish, we have got, look, 250, 21, all splayed out, all how they should be, all moving upwards, all upward slopes. So this is still bullish. So this is why I was looking for a buy in this asset. Maybe the daily line around the 50, daily 9 around the 50 period around $35 could be a very nice entry for this, for a potential move basically into the 50s. And let's see what that would be if we got that in for moving to the 50s. That's about 40% gain. So that looks pretty juicy to play for. That does, guys. So yeah, right. So I'll leave it there. So any other assets? And again, you guys, you want me to look at any tomorrow? Just leave them in the comments. Let me know. And remember, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You guys always should do your own research. And yeah, and I will speak to you guys soon.